Yo, what is going on, guys? Mario Kart World has finally been released, and today I'm going to give you my honest review of what I think of the game. There's some good, there's some bad, and then there's some stuff I straight up don't understand what they were thinking. I love Mario Kart. I've been playing it since I was just a kid with my twin brother. I was looking forward to this game releasing as soon as it was announced. I was so excited to play it during the first weekend and gather all of this footage so I could get this video out. So with that out of the way, let's get right into it. Right when you open the game, you'll notice that the free roam setting is subtly hidden on the main menu. I was having a hard time finding it when I initially started playing. I thought that was an odd way to access the mode. For being the major selling point of this game, I thought it was weird to have it tucked away hidden in the corner on the main menu like that. In the free roam mode, they currently don't have a menu to track which P-switch missions you have already completed. They need to add a checklist like Mario Odyssey of which challenges you have already finished. If you're someone who wants to complete them all, it's nearly impossible right now to keep track of which challenges you have already done. So good luck in this game's current state trying to track them all down and complete them if that's something that you are interested in doing. Hopefully they add a menu or checklist in a later update so we can keep track of all of the missions we have already done. Most of the P-switch missions are definitely geared towards children. They are way too easy. And you're probably thinking, most of Nintendo games are made for children. Dumbass! And my response to that is, you are absolutely correct. But for the love of God, please make these a little more challenging. Most of them are not difficult at all. They really gave me 40 seconds to collect all 8 of these coins. That's just ridiculous. At the minimum, they should at least cut the amount of time down on most of these challenges to make them harder. Also, the P-switches on the mini radar in the corner are way too tiny. They need to enlarge them and make them more visible. That would make it a lot easier and more enjoyable looking for these switches in free roam. Right now, it's so easy to drive right past them and not even notice you were next to one. It would be nice if they would let us open the map and ping a location like Fortnite, so I can visibly see what direction I want to go. And that kind of ties into my next point. It would also be helpful if they added north, south, east, and west icons onto the radar in the corner. It's really easy to get disoriented, and the only way to find out if you're going the right way is to pull up the map. So that's something I would like to see them add in a later update as well. Driving through some of the terrain in free roam is terrible, like this sand by Crown City. It just feels really slow and lethargic. I've noticed this several times while driving around the map, and I think this could deter new players from wanting to explore more in free roam. There are several straightaway moments on this game that just feel completely lifeless and boring. If they just added more speed boosts on the ground, or more trucks dumping mushrooms across the course, that would make it a little less dull. I have literally gotten up from my couch and grabbed a snack out of the fridge while driving these straightaways during a Grand Prix. They need to spice up these boring ass straightaways and make them more engaging. The best cart that I've used so far is this baby blooper. It's looking like this cart is going to be the meta for online racing. I know it's still really early to tell, but this cart is very good. When you are doing standard racing online and you are going from one course to the next, you never really know when the finish line is coming. You are constantly racing new routes all around the map. So it's really hard to predict when a race is actually going to finish. It's not like Mario Kart 8 where you had all the courses memorized. I guess this can be good or bad depending on how you look at it. At least it's keeping the game interesting by constantly giving you new races to experience. This is something that really pissed me off about this game. You don't unlock anything extra for 3-starring every Grand Prix Cup. You don't unlock anything extra for 3-starring every Knockout Tour. And you don't unlock anything extra for beating every Nintendo employee ghost in time trials. I thought that was a huge slap in the face to people who enjoy 100%ing games. You don't even want to give us a fucking sticker at the minimum for 3-starring all the Grand Prix Cups? There's just no incentive for putting in that extra work for 3-starring all these different races. After I finished them all, I felt like it was a complete waste of time. I wish they would have rewarded us for putting in that extra effort. And the stickers are so tiny online, they need to enlarge them. Besides picking your character and cart, the stickers are the only real customization option you have online to stand out from everyone else. So I'd like to see them increase the size of the stickers as well. It's currently way too small. I do like the fact that you have to unlock every character. That was something I actually didn't like about Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, is that you had every character right at the beginning. So I'm very glad they made that change. It gives the game more replayability. However, the characters just seem so basic. I wish they would have had a roster similar to Super Smash Bros. Like 80% of these outfits are so boring and whack, I probably won't even use most of them. And I wish they would have made it harder to unlock all the characters, like actually having to beat difficult time trials or completing over 100 P-Switch missions to unlock certain outfits. That would have incentivized us to go and play the free roam mode more. My favorite track so far is this Mario Circuit in the Special Cup. Just watch the drifting on this track. It's so satisfying to carve this up. I also like the Donut Beach course too. It feels like this game's version of Baby Park. You can mostly drift the entire time you're driving this course. The track I hate the most is this cheap falls piece of shit. The waterfall rapids section isn't smooth at all. Racing this part of the track online can be an absolute clusterfuck. Every time you get transformed into a boat on this game, it feels really stiff and awkward. So this track to me is by far the worst on the game. Driving in the middle of the pack online is a complete mess with 24 racers, especially at the beginning of races. I would definitely try and stay on the edges away from all the degenerates and the middle just beating each other up. There's also been a few times online when using the boomerang or the fireballs where the hits aren't registering correctly. Just look at this bullshit. These Nintendo online servers are garbage. It's really aggravating when you hit someone multiple times and they somehow stay in front of you. I don't understand why they haven't fixed this issue yet. I love what they did with the horn sound effect. It's so sick now, just listen to it. Same thing with the big mushroom item when you run over people. They use the same sound effect from an older Mario game. The golden mushroom on this game is absolutely broken and I love it. There have been so many times when I'm so far behind in the pack in Knockout Tour and it takes me all the way to the front. I have so many clips just cutting corners and finessing my way to the next checkpoint. This is probably the most satisfying feeling in the entire game. I hope they don't do anything to nerf this mushroom. I absolutely love it. Every Mario Kart game always has that one item that is OP as fuck, and it's definitely the golden mushroom. Once you start getting good at predicting when the next checkpoint is coming in Knockout, and you have the golden mushroom, you literally can't be beaten. It's insane. The knockout mode on this game, without a doubt, is the best part of Mario Kart World. This is the game mode that is going to keep me coming back to play this game. When you are in the back of the pack and you barely scrape by and get through the next checkpoint, it's exhilarating as fuck. This is by far the best part of this entire game. I absolutely love Knockout Tour. This was something I had actually asked for in a previous video on my channel about how Mario Kart could improve. When they initially released the trailer for this game and I saw this game mode was being included, I was so happy. Other than the Knockout Tour, the rest of this game doesn't really excite me too much. I have already logged many hours into this game mode alone and I'll continue to do so going forward. If you were on the fence about buying this game mode alone makes it worth it. Racing the normal tracks online is honestly an average experience. Most of the time, if you are lucky enough to race a course in the standard 3-lap format, it's a complete dumpster fire. Some of the courses are just not designed to hold 24 people at once. It gets really messy in the middle of the pack, especially at the beginning of races. I enjoyed the standard racing online on Mario Kart 8 way more than this game. Maybe as time goes on, I'll find a way to enjoy them more, but currently I just love playing Knockout Tour way more than doing the standard racing. Altogether, I thought the game was good, but to be honest, I still think Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is a better game. If Mario Kart 8 had Knockout Tour, then that would be the best Mario Kart game ever. For me personally, the only reason I will continue playing Mario Kart World going forward is solely for the Knockout Tour. I have no interest in messing around in the free roam setting. It gets boring very quickly. And if you're someone who likes to complete games 100%, the current state of free roam is going to upset you, solely on the fact that you can't track the P-Switch missions. They need to add some way to track what you have already completed, like Mario Odyssey had with the moons. I think this game has a lot of room to grow with the updates that will come throughout the next few years. If you are someone who is waiting to get your hands on a Switch 2 to play this game, don't get too excited. The open world concept is pretty mediocre, and the only real selling point of this game to me is the Knockout Tour. I think in the next 6 months, the wall riding and rail riding is going to become so fucking sweaty that I'm not even going to want to play this game. This really feels like the early days of Fortnite when nobody knew how to build. And once everyone finds out how to dogfuck the wall riding system so bad, and the sweaty rats start hopping all the way across the course like fucking Frogger, this game is going to lose the fun that it currently has. I think after a few years go by and it's all said and done, this game is going to have people who absolutely hate it, and it's going to have people who absolutely love it. I can tell you already at this moment in time that I'm not crazy in love with it. I'm currently still on the fence debating if it was worth the money I spent on it. If you guys want to see my thoughts on what would make the best Mario Kart game of all time, feel free to check out this video on my channel. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Subscribe for more videos. Bye-bye!
Heard you on a nigga that's gon' play.